The moles and molarity virtual lab is done using the PhET simulation on Beer's law. Using the direct link, you can select the concentration simulation. This virtual lab will relate the three concepts of grams, moles, and molarity. In the first part of the lab, when you log into the simulation, you'll first drain out all the initial liquid using the valve at the bottom. After which, you will select one of the compounds that you are able to choose from. Please note that you will be selecting in the lab report or during the experiment all possible compounds to perform the experiment. You will choose the solution and then fill the container to the 1 liter mark. This container holds exactly 1.000 liters. With the container full, you can move the concentration measurement device into the container and record the initial concentration. Next, using the evaporation sliding tool at the bottom of the simulation, you can slowly and selectively remove the water while keeping all of the solute, that is all of the salt, in the solution. You will do this until the solution reaches the saturated point. You can then record the concentration of a saturated solution for each of the compounds listed. In the lab report, you will be determining the mass and moles contained in each of these different settings. Before selecting the next compound, be sure to drain the container and remove the solute. In part B of the experiment, you will look at the concept of dilutions. The experiment is performed by filling the container to the 1 liter mark with pure water from the top valve. You can then select any one of these solid chemicals and shake in some of the compound. Add enough compound so that the solution is at least 0.4 molar, but before the solution becomes saturated. Please note that with the potassium permanganate, the saturation point is very low. Once you have the solution that you would like, you will then drain some volume from the solution, from the container, and refill the container with distilled water. Notice as you refill the container with water, the concentration has now lowered. You will do this sequentially for one compound. In the lab report, you will be determining how many moles and then how much water was added each time you performed a dilution.